problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24. Yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic.
Yeah. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Slam. Joker. Ready.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the screen. Wide. Get wide.
General West.
Throwing on first down is Locke. This one complete to Scott Miller. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Don't get nervous.
Be grip.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the flag. Motion, block.
Twist on Travis.
Get it.
On second down, here's Locke. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Larry Ogunjobi. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down.
Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic. And watch that. And watch the block.
On third and long, it's Locke. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. They'll run on first down. Punt. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's see what you got.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd down and 5.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. You got that.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Prescott from the gun. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
46.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He finds Beckham complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run out on the shotgun with Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now Prescott on 4th down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. The 30, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. Scott Miller, 88 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike, check. Hey, orbit. I'm scared. Mike's 59. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Locke again here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Big stop. Here go 46. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Hey, kill. 27.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Mike, check. 59. Bravo. Hurry.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lock. And he's got Miller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey,
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Check. 59. I got you. Mike's 59. Get it.
Lock now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Prescott now. Complete to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On 2nd and 7, Locke completes it to Hardman. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
218, chop it.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
15 line. 6-6, pull it high. Go.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
He don't know no better.
59's Mike.
Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Locke. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Check. Hey, box drop.
Mike front 9.
Hey, we have you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. He's going to and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Prescott to throw on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Ready?
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 59, Mike. Let it go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. They run with Hunt. He's got a first down past the 30, and finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Clock now to throw. And he completes it to Hunt.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty